Hello, everyone. It's Steve with Aptera Owners Club. On November 20th, 2024, Aptera filed an amendment to the Regulation 8 offering statement, and that is an update from the one from 1021. So the one from 1021 is one we talked about a month ago, and when we talked about how was the US Capital convertible note offering going, they had sold $400,000 of convertible notes on this filing, which was on November 20th, 2024, so exactly a month later. The two interesting things about this filing is how much cash on hand they have. They have $18,106,000. And then if you scroll down to the bottom to show how many convertible notes they've sold, they've almost doubled the number of convertible note, the dollar amount of convertible notes. So was 400,000 a month ago, and now it's 700,000. So it's a far cry from 60 million, but it is almost double what they had before. So there is some progress. Hoping that the bigger dollar amounts are just taking some time to go through the process. I don't know why it would take more than a month or two. So keep an eye out. I think it almost seems like they're having to file an amendment every time they sell any block of convertible notes. So if you keep an eye on this SEC webpage, there may be a way to see in real time when the convertible note offerings kind of finalize, they show up. So we don't know how many convertible note offerings or purchases are in the works in the filing, in the paperwork stage. Like, when you close a house, it takes a long time to actually get to the closing date. There's a lot of things that need to happen. I imagine it's somewhat of a similar process. So we don't know how many are in the works, but we know as soon as they finish one, they close a deal. We know currently that they're at $700,000. All right. So for a while, Steve Fambro was posting almost daily updates on the status of the PI builds, and that's kind of tapered off. And we haven't gotten any daily updates. I was really hoping that Steve would continue these daily updates or near daily updates, but unfortunately that hasn't happened for us. So we don't really know what the status of the PI builds is. We know the PI builds are going concurrently. PI2, PI3, and PI4 are kind of being built concurrently. Here's PI2. Remember, they've got it rolling on October 28th. That was the date, October 28th, when they got the thing rolling. So it's been almost a month now, 3 weeks, and we don't know what the status is. The most recent post on Twitter from Steve Fambro was showing a picture of the physical park reverse neutral drive buttons. Now these buttons are interesting because it looks like it's one continuous thing. It's not a separate button for each one, but he states that there is some mechanical haptic feedback. So I wonder if this is some kind of silicone or some other kind of flexible material in the front, and there's an individual button that you get haptic feedback on underneath this. That's what I'm suspecting is going on here, but not too sure. And then Jason Hill, he also was posting from time to time. He would have these cool videos of them testing. So this was on November 13th. They were testing the lights. And then on November 20th, same date as the SEC filing, there's this short video of I think this is his personal model. And as you can tell, he got the model that's numbered 11 out of 1,000. And of course, 11 is an important number for Jason Hill. He has a design company called Design by 11. Now, this is a very, very old website. I don't believe this website has been updated in over a decade. But these are a lot of Jason Hill's designs. Here's the original Aptera design. But 11 is kind of his favorite number. You can see that his username on Twitter is 11Jason. And so it looks like he got dibs on the 11 number. Also, towards the end of this video, you see the same park reverse neutral drive thing. And yeah, actually, this one you get a better view. There is a little round kind of elevation around each thing. So I think it's like that round button kind of inverts and you get haptic feedback. And it's sitting in this thing, which looks like the bottom of the cup holder, which is made out of cork. And I love cork. Cork is like a very cool material. So I think that'll be nice to have like cork in the car. I think that's a great material choice. It's like kind of warm and soft, and kind of is a balance from the really high tech metal composite, carbon fiber, and all that stuff. So that looks nice. Unfortunately, we just don't know where they're at with these PI builds. We're just not getting much information, and of course, we would of course like daily, or what'd be really cool is like a live stream of the build that you could just watch in real time, kind of like those webcams on bald eagles nests that they have, where you can just watch them, and people just there's some people that just watch them almost 24/7. Whenever the computer's on, they watch it. I'm sure many of us would do the same if there was a live feed of the PI builds. But we have to try to piece together what's going on. It looks like these parts are in, but they haven't been installed. Like the lights clearly have not been were not installed as of November 13th. Are they installed now? I don't know. And do you think that they've done any high-speed testing of PI2? That was the original plan. They were going to do low-speed testing, and then pretty soon after they were going to do high-speed testing. So it was possible to do some low-speed testing about 3 weeks ago, and so I don't know if they're still on the low-speed testing or now they've moved on to the high-speed testing. Let me know what you guys think the status of the PI builds is. It's all speculation, but it's interesting to see where everyone thinks that they are. And maybe in the November update, if there's going to be a November update, because it is kind of tight with the holidays and stuff, are they going to have time to put out a November update? I'm not sure. But hopefully we get some more information. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great weekend.